Today I'm going to share with you the process of replacing an old receptacle with a new receptacle that I purchased from my local big box store. So if you haven't done this, it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. You just follow what was done previously, assuming it was done correctly. But the first step is to make sure you have your electricity turned off at your breaker switch, which I've already done. But it always pays to double check. So I have a live wire tester here. I'm going to turn it on. It will beep and light up if there is electricity present. I'm going to check the hot wires. There's only one. So we have no electricity here. I can turn this off and proceed with this process. So typically with older construction, you'll see that they normally will make a hook and attach that hook underneath the screws on the sides. But in this case, this receptacle also has the option of pushing it into the back to secure it. So what I'm going to do, we've got plenty of length here. Probably would benefit from being shortened a little bit anyway. I'm going to use my electrical wire clippers here. I'm going to go ahead and clip this old receptacle off from the back. Just like so. Now, they did put the hook right there on the grounding screw, and so I'm just going to unscrew that and take that loose, and we'll just reuse that rather than cutting it off. It's already got a nice hook on it. I'm just going to remove it, and sometimes you got to use a screwdriver just to pry it apart here a little bit. I'm just going to take my screwdriver to pry the hook there a little bit so we can get it out from that grounding screw there. There we go. And if you have to make one of these hooks, you always want to make it so that it's going clockwise or to the right, so that when you go to screw it, and let me go ahead and I'll show you that. Let me get this duplex receptacle out. It also has a grounding screw right there. So we're gonna put that hook that's already made, but you'll just slip it on there like so. What I like to do is use the end of my electrical pliers here and just crimp that a little bit there so I know that it's not gonna get loose on me. I also kind of pull it taut so that as I'm screwing to the right or clockwise, it's tightening down. If you were to put this hook to the left, going counterclockwise, you're going against the way the screw goes to the right, and so it could actually cause it to not have a good connection. I don't know if that's the best way to explain that, but as I'm turning to the right, it's pulling that wire in to the screw. So you're going to be more assured of having a good connection there. So we've got a nice ground, and what the ground does is it connects, this wire goes back to the breaker box, and then it goes outside, and there's an actual grounding rod. Those are usually 6, 8, 10 feet in length. Those are driven down in the ground so that you'll survive if you get electrocuted. The electricity is going to have a place to go to. There's a circuit. So typically the black, or if you have a red wire, those are typically your hot wire that has the electricity. You have a grounding wire that connects to the ground. That's why they call it the grounding wire. And then you have this white wire that's typically not always, but typically it's your neutral wire. And that also is kind of another type of grounding wire. It goes back to the breaker box, and it actually creates the circuit. So the power comes in on the brass or kind of goldish colored looking side of the receptacle, and then kind of has a way of exiting to complete the circuit. If you only hook one up, you're not going to have electricity there. So you have to have all three, really. And so what I'm going to do is strip off about a 1/2 inch of the protective coating here, just like so. Give it a couple twists and then pull, and that strips the insulation right off of there. This is 12 gauge wire. They make different gauges or thicknesses of wire. This is 12 gauge. It's rated for up to 20 amps. So plenty of amperage here. So instead of making the hooks, these new, let me see if I can get another one to show you. So typically in the old days, and you can still do it, you can make the shepherd's hook to the right, fasten the white neutral wire to the silver, your power to the gold. You can also just slip them into the back and then tighten them up with the screws. Okay, now that I have the insulation stripped to the appropriate length, there's also a guide to let you know how long to strip the wire. It's basically about a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to start with the neutral side. You just need to turn the screws counterclockwise or lefty-loosey so that you can stick it in. And then once you have it in, this is the way I try to do it with one hand. I'm pushing up with my fingers and holding down with the thumb so that then I can get the screwdriver on here, just like so, to tighten that down. All right, so just a matter of tightening that up really good there. That's nice and secure. Now, just flip that over, do the same thing to the hot wire. Again, I'm going to use my technique of holding it in place and tightening that screw down. Also going to screw down the others that I'm not using, just as a precaution. You don't want those to just be jiggly and loose. All right, and we're almost done here. Okay, now with all of the screws tight, it's just a matter of folding the wiring back into the box, like so, getting that lined up and centered. And because I have put this stone here on the backsplash, it's brought everything forward, so the screws that come with the receptacle are not long enough. Those are inch-long screws, so I'm going to have to remove those and go with a 1.5 inch machine screw. And the size, if you don't know, is a number 632 1.5. If you have a situation like that where the standard 1 inch screw that comes with it's not long enough. Okay, for a size comparison, you can see the difference there. So I'm going to be installing these longer screws here. Okay, you get one more for the bottom. I'm going to lay that right there for now. And just try to get this top one started. And if you don't have one of these battery operated drills, you can use a screwdriver as well. Just makes it a little quicker, I think. Okay, once you get it kind of to the point where you're getting ready to tighten down on it, you want to make sure it's kind of square and plumb inside, because you know your wife's going to notice when it's not where it needs to be. So right there looks to be plumb. So I'm going to hold my level on here to do the final tightening. Get it right where we want it to be. Okay, it needs to come back just a little bit right there. Well, so this is the outlet cover that my wife chose. It's Allen plus Roth Architectural. So pop these screws out. They're taped on. There we go. These require a straight screwdriver blade. Just put the cover on here. Let's see, let me get this started here. It can be a little tricky. Got it started. Now I can tighten it up a little bit and then get the top one in. Okay, again, I'm going to use my level to level this up. It needs to go this way right there. That's perfect. I said level, plumb. Usually if it's plumb, it's level, so vice versa. All right, that's secure. Now it's just a matter of going to the breaker box and resetting the breaker switch. Now it's just a matter of going to the breaker box and switching on the breaker switch to make sure that everything works. All right, I'm out here in my garage at the breaker box, and let's see, which one is it? Okay, we've got this one right here, 20 amp, and there's the other one up here. So now we can go check and see if we've got power. All right, if you don't have one of these live wire testers, you could just plug in a hand mixer, a toaster, anything to check, but let's see. Don't think this, oh, there we go. It's beeping and lighting, telling me I've got electricity here. Let's check it with a hand mixer. Got my hand mixer here. Let me give this a test. See if it's working. And it's working. All right, let's try the top one here. And it seems to be working, so very good.